Just doing a stream on this fine Sunday. Hello YouTube, hello. So we've just come up to a junction. This way is to the big aqueduct, and then this way is just like a branch off of it, Montgomery branch, which is quite a long one. So we're probably going to do the Montgomery first, and then on our way back up do the aqueduct, we think. So we're just
the kind of thing that people take months to plan and decide, and we've decided on the junction.
Yeah, we literally didn't expect this junction to happen. So we basically just decided the next 2 weeks on a whim whilst we were figuring out which way we were going. But we decided to go on the Montgomery.
When we arrived at the top of the flight, we realised that the locks were locked. A nearby boater told us that the Montgomery Canal is a very special nature reserve, and so access is only allowed between certain times of the day, which has to be pre-booked online. So we booked our slot online for the next morning and moored up at the top of the staircase. We're stressed. We're at the fork between the Llangollen Canal and the Montgomery Canal. And the Montgomery's the longer one, but you have to do it in about 2 weeks because they only let a certain number of boats in at a time. And the Llangollen's like the main one with the aqueducts and everything. But the only problem is that apparently, according to the website, there's certain like boat size restrictions that you have to conform to go down the Montgomery. And one of them is headroom, which is 6 foot, and we've measured our boat and it comes out at about 6'7". Yeah.
We don't know. It doesn't say on the survey or any of the paperwork what the headroom actually is. That's just a guess at best.
And it might just be that there's like a tiny little bit right at the end that you can miss out. It doesn't necessarily mean you can't do the whole thing. But also because it's a Sunday and I've got to work in the morning, we either go through really early and then I work for the rest of the day, or I try and work from here, but literally on the opposite side of the canal, like about 2 meters away, the internet's quite good. We've had to push it to the opposite side to moor up, and it's really bad, which makes no sense. So don't know what to do now. We're just gonna stress for a bit, I think. Shiny new carabiners on to try and make taking the fenders on and off a bit easier. And hopefully we'll lose less now as well. Woo! About to try and put the shelf up. Gonna try and drill some holes to put it on. We think it's in the right place. The problem is that the shelf itself is very heavy, so it'll either fall down and knock one of us out, or we'll just have to put really light things on it, like candy floss or cotton pads or something. Also don't know how thick the wall is, so I'm just gonna start drilling. Cheeky little test screw, see if he goes out the other side. Turns out you can see it from the other side, so that is a problem. Hold! Oh no, that hole doesn't line up, as you can tell. No formal training.
Oh my god!
That's a big chunk.
That one's gone into the bathroom.
The shelf is definitely attached to the wall.
This seat is out of bounds.
We're slightly concerned that
It's in the danger zone.
it might fall and give someone a concussion, namely Rufus. And also, it looks like the wood is slightly twisted, so I think it looks not like it's not straight, but it is.
This is all it can hold.
That's pushing it. I don't know, that might be a bit
You
far.
said it was going to be for my plant.
I'd laugh so much if it fell now. If it does fall, then, you know, we're a little bit closer to getting the walk-through bathroom that we dreamed of.
Step 1.
Yeah. Thanks to our weird spotlights, we now have a theatrical stage for miniature performances. This is so dramatic.
Good morning. We are up bright and early at like 7:30 on a Monday morning. We got to the lock staircase last night, the
Frankton
locks, and it turns out you can only go down with a lock keeper between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Monday to Friday. So we had to wait here last night.
Turns out as well that our boat's actually fine for the headroom. It's just the bridge right at the start of the staircase that's the only thing, but the lockkeeper said it'd be absolutely fine.
And we're booked on, so we're second in the queue to go down. It takes about half an hour, so it's cutting it a bit close because Wes has to start work at 10. But we're gonna give it a go and see, because apparently it's a really like beautiful, peaceful canal, and that's just what we need right now to just de-stress after the move and everything like that.
Stressful race down to the bottom, find some internet, clock in.
Just made it down all of the locks on the Frankton flight, and now we're on the Montgomery stretch. It is so beautiful down here. So one of the things that why it's kind of restricted is because there's loads of aquatic life and like plants and stuff like that. So I think it's like a conservation zone. But it's so peaceful, so we're excited to spend a chilled out week here. And we made it down the stretch in time for Wes to start work on time, and no stress on that. So we're sorted.
Rufus, wait!
Move, move, move.
We found a new downside to not having the aerial wired in properly, and that when it's raining really heavily, water just drips down in through the gap, and the aerial's halfway down the roof, so neither of us really want to go out and get it.
Look how much water's coming in. We're gonna have to go get it.
Amy, what did you have for breakfast?
Chocolate spread on toast. Oh.
Quite a steep little bridge here. Gets the old calves going.
Look at all the cars that have scuffed it.
That is a ridiculous slope. Having a little stroll, taking Rufus out, walking down the canal that we'll be travelling down at some point soon. It's really nice and scenic. It's rained quite heavily today. One thing I was not expecting is the unbelievable amount of dog poo on the towpath. I don't know why, but people don't seem to pick it up down here. Yeah, it's still nice though.
Rufus, come on then, up, up.
Good boy. Good boy. It's the first time we've seen this sign. No idea what it means. If you do happen to know, then comment down below. We're in a zone with loads of wasps. I've just been stung by a wasp on my bald head.
Put some soap on it.
It burns. We've had so many of these
some
here.
paper. I'm scared, I'm so scared.
I've got a sting on my head. Amy's dropped a wasp in the sofa. It's all kicking
I'm
off.
so scared.
I did a thing. Are you filming?
Yeah. That looks really good.
Not bad considering I have no idea what I'm doing. And I only broke one drill bit.
I mean, no drill bits would have been better.
Just don't look under here. We don't talk about what happened with this guy.
It's alright.
You can hear some thunder starting. And Rufus doesn't like thunder, as a lot of dogs don't. But one thing that does relax him and calm him down a bit is that if you put something around his ears just to muffle the sound and just as a bit of kind of reassuring compression. But
it's such quiet ears.
This is quiet ears. What about her?
It's alright.
We're really craving junk food today. The nearest place is a chip shop. It's a 2-hour walk.
But only a 10-minute drive.
We haven't got a car though. And there's two families out there on the picnic benches just eating loads of chips and I'm so jealous.
Oh. That is a cute picture though. But Mr. Bear, please don't kill the bees. Meet with Queen.
Okay.
Does your person look like they'd use the phrase bro often?
No. Does your person use the word dude?
Yeah.
Is it random?
Yeah! We just finished doing all of the morning jobs. Today's Friday, but we are cruising all day because Wes has got the day off work, so that's very exciting. We've filled up with water, emptied both toilets, cleaned Rupee out, filled up all the water things, and we are pretty much ready to go now, aren't we? So we're on the Montgomery Canal, but we haven't actually been on any of it yet because we've just been in kind of the entrance bit. We had some big storms last night. It was really rainy, but it's quite a clear morning, so we're going to make the most of it before it rains again. It's currently 10:20, so let's go.
Down the Montgomery Canal today. I'm just stood on the front at the moment. It's so quiet and peaceful, it's lovely. Turn right, turn. end of the Montgomery stretch as far as you can go. The rest of it does go further, but you're not allowed to go down it. I think they're waiting to restore a lot more of it. So now we've turned round, we're heading back towards, there's a pub just kind of near the canal and apparently a cafe. So we're going to moor up, have a little look around and then carry on. We've moored up, still on the Montgomery. We've heard that there's a little cafe nearby and there's a pub right where we've moored that does vegan options, so might try and go there for dinner tonight as well. But it's quite nice and quiet. We've had a fairly uneventful cruise, even though the weather's not been that great. Apart from Rufus's brand new raincoat blew off the roof and fell in the canal. So we had to like panic reverse and fish it back out.
I'm gonna get sucked under.
Quick!
I can't reach.
Quick! Quick!
You get it.
I got it. But we got it back, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully try and get some food now. We're trying to find the entrance to this cafe. We found just a nondescript fence and Amy's just stuck her head through it and everyone just looked over at her. I don't want to. This...
No, I don't want to. Yeah.
We're just trying to find the entrance, but we don't know if that was just someone's house. We found the actual entrance. Oh, just having a nice time.
This is tea. It just came out my nose. Well, they've got vegetables in there. Oh my. I don't care what you get from, but you've got to get from something.
There's a really nice looking pub right next to where we've moored. So we're gonna go get some dinner there, hopefully, and relax.
It's our first meal out whilst living on the boat, so we're very excited. For those that know me know I'm obsessed with ice, and I'm so glad I've got ice again.
It's been a while.
We hope you enjoyed this slightly more relaxing episode. If you did, please hit subscribe as we upload vlogs every Friday. Thank you for watching.